Hello there. So, Wu released the Carlotta trailer just a good 21 hours ago. Let's see just what this is about, and also analyze it and see what lore we can find out here, perhaps about Arenacita and Carlotta herself. Oh, this is already starting off dark. There she is.
Vittorio Montelli, in the name of our family, I swear, Giacomo Faciaspina will soon bow before you in regret. May his repentance bring peace to your soul.
Why do I get the feeling this is about to be some sort of, vengeance story?
Good morning, Mr. Faciaspina. It seems you had quite a restful
My
night.
God, that pose.
Do forgive us for being so forward. The Montelli family is known for their bold greetings. What a shame you were unable to attend Tori's funeral. Perhaps before the carnival, you might find some time to pay your respects while the prospect for amends still remains. Well, morning hours are precious. Therefore, I shan't impose any further. Enjoy the rest of your day, Mr. Faciaspina. I'll see you at the auction.
This is akin to the horse head in the bed in The Godfather.
Next, we have the banquet.
Is she gonna try to
50,000 monai.
rob the auction?
55,000 monai. 60,000.
Okay.
100,000. 150,000. 200,000 from bidder number 3. 200,000 monai going once, going twice. Sold for 200,000 monai.
She got
To
the
our
money.
friends, the Montellis are always generous. As for our traitors,
I don't even have words for the style here. I mean, just the juxtaposition of scene and music is great.
is this your invitation to dance, gentlemen? No need to rush. The
Falling
ball
off
has
with
only
her.
just begun.
What? This is not what I had in mind when she was pulling out the mask and everything. I thought she was gonna rob the place. She is just, Chicia would like her liberation back, thank you very much. She's just glocking people, my god. Okay.
Why don't we cut a deal? You can have the Faciaspina estate on Breda Street. And 10 chests of monai. No, wait. Are you really willing to be a gun in someone else's hands? Carlotta!
Yeah. Okay, there's a lot to talk about, so let's just start at the beginning. Besides the fact that Carlotta is not dressed for a funeral, granted, nor is the guy in white here, her red outfit is making her stand out pretty freaking bad. Granted, probably by design. That aside, though, I'm assuming the people here are part of the Montelli family. So, couple of things to talk about. Her outfit, one, Carlotta's outfit, she stands out, and yeah, she's a playable character, sure, but it's also separating her from the rest of her family here because their color scheme and hers, she's standing out. It's like Schindler's List girl in red. She also doesn't leave when the rest of her family leaves, and that's further separating her from everyone else. Now, big dude here, big man, gives her this slight nod as they're leaving. And this could just be, they're leaving because I'm assuming he's like the head of the family, like the main like godfather guy of the family, I guess, because this is definitely mafia. But if we think about what the Fascia Spina guy said towards the end, his final lines before getting absolutely just iced, this could be something else here with that nod, because he claims that Carlotta is just a gun in someone else's hands.
No, wait. Are you really willing to be a gun in someone else's hands? Carlotta!
But if we juxtapose that idea with the nod and then the lines that Carlotta says, looking at the juxtaposition between those lines and that nod, maybe big man here is just given the go ahead to do the hit on Fascia Spina. Because after all, she definitely wants revenge. Like, yeah, she might be acting on her family, but honestly, I don't even think she is acting on her family's behalf because number one, she stands apart from her family both in appearance and also physically. And then later on, she's very much alone. And this also kind of goes along maybe with some of the information that we got from the 2.0 live stream where the devs said that Carlotta's liberation, or like her burst, plays a part in the story, and that whole thing where she shoots a shattered reflection of herself and like further breaks it. And I heavily suspect this has to do and be a symbol for her breaking away from doing her family's bidding. That isn't to say that she doesn't care about her family, because we can clearly see from the funeral lines and from when she talks about the lines and her family in front of the picture that I'm assuming is of her family. She definitely cares about them, but I think in the overall story of Renacita, she's gonna end up disagreeing with them and standing against them, which will be some pretty nice character development there. I think we'll see her break out into her own, and that'll be pretty cool. But now I want to get into something else here and look for a second at some of the masks that are going on, because the live stream made it seem like the masks are for the carnival, but here it just seems like the masks are for any formal event, not just the carnival. Like, first we see Carlotta get out of the car here and put on a mask, and that's cool and all, a little strange. You're going to the auction with a mask, but honestly, what's the weirdest thing to me is the fact that she's getting out of a car. Excuse me? I'm pretty sure we had an event where everyone in Renacita was all like, cars are ugly, echoes are better, go ride around in a tub. Why are cars here? Why is she getting out of them? Shouldn't she have a fancy Echo? Is this car secretly Optimus Prime Echo? I don't know. Something ain't adding up here, Chief. That aside, though, masks. Everyone in all of these public events seems to have them. And this definitely implies some ulterior motives and that, like, the entire society is hiding something. And I do know that there's some speculation that something might be that the Sentinel is actually fake and is perhaps the Threnodian, because the live stream mentioned, Renacita just doesn't have a Threnodian issue. Dubious. But I'm not getting into the details of that there. We can save that for another time. However, more interesting than that is the fact that Carlotta's mask is the only one that shatters. It goes along with the glass surrounding, again, the family portrait, at least what I think is the family portrait. And then, boom, rest of the fight happens. Everyone else is in a mask except for Carlotta and then Fascia Spina at the very end, but rip him. The idea of the shattering of the mask is an interesting thing because it gives this sense that she doesn't have, or at least doesn't want to have, anything to hide, like the rest of the people in Rinascita. The entire fight also, again, she's alone. She's acting on her own, and the lack of wanting to hide, I think she wants that family to know it was her, and also the fact that she's standing on her own as a vigilante. This is kind of just Carlotta sending a message, maybe not necessarily the Montelli family itself. The combat scene itself. Let's look at the actual scene itself in some detail because there's a lot of little details about Carlotta's character. For one, it's called a dance, and then there's this like Italian opera sounding stuff going on. I think it's just classical Italian opera. I actually think it's legitimately that's what it is. But it's juxtaposed again with this idea that the entire fight is a dance because Carlotta is being portrayed as this very elegant and regal kind of a character. And the idea of an opera, or at least the music that they're using right here for battle music, is really tame. But it's again being juxtaposed with the combat itself, which is just further highlighting Carlotta's nature in her. She's very refined, very calm. She's very in control of this fight. Pretty much from the second the mask gets shattered, boom, she's on it. And that's again, that's her true self. She can just go into it. Once that mask is gone, she's revealing her true self there. It's no longer concealing. And this shattering that we get, there's a lot of shattering happening in this video. The mask, the glass on the panel, or the covering the picture, the car, all of this plays into Carlotta's in-game character, her skills. From what we've seen from 2.0, she takes crystal shards, these shattered things, and then turns them into weapons. And we even see it here. She does it with the car. Same thing. Zoop. She's also very acrobatic, which fits right with the things we saw in the live stream. And that is something cool that Kuro is doing here with this. And I think they did it to a certain extent with Camellia's as well, where they're showcasing how the character plays without actually showcasing traditional gameplay. Like, we can see how mobile she is. Like, she's up in the air in some parts. She's just moving around the field constantly. Like, this very much coincides with what we saw in the live stream with her mobility. She is a mobile character who can be up close or be in the back. That's a really cool thing that Kuro is doing there. And then at the end here, we get some final lines that show Carlotta's character even more. The final lines, of course, not even from her. She doesn't respond to him. She doesn't even interact with this guy past just glocking him. She's not going to be bargained with. So it really shows her morals, her resolve. Like, she is not a person to be bought. But all in all, this trailer is really good at hinting towards both Carlotta's character and maybe some of the internal conflicts that are going to go on with her character in Rinascita, or just in Rinascita in general, with these sort of mafia families battling it out. Also, I just swear that this scene is definitely a nod towards The Godfather with the horse head scene. It's, I don't know, it's suspicious there. And also, Kuro really is loving this pose with Frolova and Carlotta of recent. Anyway, Carlotta and Rinascita are going to be great. They're also going to come out here very soon, and I'm really looking forward to them. And will definitely be pulling Carlotta. I don't usually do reactions or analysis styled videos because honestly, I just kind of yap, as is evident here. But if you enjoyed this in what yappy style it is, feel free to just let me know. And let me know if you're gonna get Carlotta because she looks cool. Definitely going to get her. Her and Brant are kind of my two that I'm looking towards. I will be streaming the polling of Carlotta and then Rinascita in general just on the 2nd around 12 p.m. Eastern time. So feel free to stop on by. That is going to be pretty soon after the update drops. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you there.